Hello. So last night I planted, if you will, a metaphoric seed in your internal garden. Let's just call it your subconscious. I planted a thought. To be more specific, I planted a color in your internal garden last night. And so you've had plenty of time to absorb this color. So you can call this telepathy. I transmitted a very particular piece of information in your subconscious mind. And so from that perspective, you could say that I created that reality through subconscious programming. Now, why am I sharing this with you today? Because if I were to ask you, do you believe in telepathy? Do you believe in telekinesis? Meaning moving objects with your mind. Most of us would unanimously say yes. Because it's obvious that we all have these abilities. I think the problem these days is that we don't dig deeper. We keep everything at a surface level. Like, we know these abilities exist, but we don't try to unlock them from within ourselves. We also don't question the way that the world is going. Why is there fluoride in your water? That is straight poison that calcifies your pineal gland, also known as your third eye, which is the very technology that you utilized to transmit telepathic signals. You can actually broadcast signals to the entire universe. I do it every night. My entire body gets electrified. It's like the voltage turns up by 50. And then I'm in direct communication with the universe, and the universe is constantly replying. So they don't want you to know about these abilities, because then you would remember that you're a creator, that you can literally program reality to your liking. You can program reality to your liking. So last night I planted a color in your mind. I'm going to ask you which one it is now. Is it blue, orange, or pink? Blue, orange, or pink? So just chew on that for a little bit. I'm going to keep talking for a little while. So my point is, we have to start questioning why we haven't unlocked these abilities. Why haven't we unlocked? See, the thing about me is I'm constantly programming this game. I'm like a coder. You know how they code video games? Every single one of you are like coders. You know, the problem with the world these days is that everyone's kind of like a player in the game, but they're not actually playing the game. Like, they're just the character in the game, so they're not the gamer. You have to turn into a gamer/coder, right? And most people are living their lives in accordance to the coding that was already there before you were born, so they're just following the rules. You can actually make up your own rules. You can create your own rules in this game because you're a creator. And as long as those rules are in keeping with your sense of integrity, honesty, not being deceptive, not lying to people, then you really can bypass this entire reality through creating your own codes. Yeah, you can hack this entire game, I'm telling you. So to take it a step further, not only have I planted colors in your mind, I mean, I'm constantly planting my face in people's minds. I've been doing that for years. My name in people's minds so that I can become feel good. Right? This is how powerful you are as a being. So don't underestimate your abilities. So let's get back to the question. Was it blue, orange, or pink? 3, 2, 1. It was orange. Right? So you received what I subconsciously planted in your mind, and you responded accordingly. Now imagine if you take it up a notch with your own life, and you start to command your reality in such a way where reality has no choice but to conform to your energy. Because you're the one coding your own game, gaming your own game. You're not a character in the screen that's getting shot at every 2 seconds, not understanding what they're doing with their lives. You are so powerful, powerful beyond measure. But you've got to start seeing that and then questioning reality at large. Why is there fluoride in water? Because they don't want you to tap into this technology. This technology is where you can be telepathic. It's where you can send out signals every night when you go on a walk to the universe. Rah! You become like a superhero and you get instantaneous replies from the universe. You can ask for anything you want. Anything you want. Through the power of intention. Through your will. You can get reality to bend to your will. But you've got to start tapping in, tuning in, meditating, right? So anyways, all this to say, you're amazing, but stop following the rules. There are no rules. There is only the reality that you're choosing to craft, the reality that you're choosing to create through the power of your limitless mind. Now, there is such a thing as time. So you may not get what you want overnight, but it's yours. Because as soon as you create it and you keep energizing it and energizing it and energizing it and working with your energy every night, then that has no choice but to come to fruition. There is a gestation period, just like a pregnancy. And that gestation period can be 9 months. It can be a year. It could be 5 years. But the bigger you dream, the longer it might take. Why? Because other people have to be ready to see what you're about to do. You know? The reason why, now listen to me very closely. It can take you 20 years before you lift an object with your mind. Because if you're able to do that, that means you would be able to bend. You could hurt people potentially. Right? So you have to pay your dues so that you're always humble, so that your heart is so pure that you would never hurt anybody. That's why it could take you 20 years before you do something that's supernatural. It might take 20 years. So the bigger you dream, the longer it might take, because there are more initiations you have to go through. You have to earn it. You have to pay your dues so that when you finally achieve it, you've already kind of passed every test, every exam. But there's no limit as to what you can achieve, my friends. Never doubt that. Never, ever doubt that. I love you.